What's up, everybody? Jake and Kevin in the booth here today for our standard 1K RCQ. We got a pretty cool one going on this morning. We got Jacob on Esper Pixie and Matt on Orzhov Midrange.
Should be a fun match to watch.
But first, before we get into the action, if you like any of the cards you see today, you can pick them up at impactgamingcenter.gg. If you are one of the amazing people watching live on Twitch right now, make sure you follow and subscribe to the channel. And then if you're watching on YouTube, hey, you're still just as cool. Maybe not as cool. I don't know. But hey, like, comment, subscribe, and tell me, well, I don't know, what are you playing for your standard RCQ season? We got the fist bump, and it looks like we are off to the races. So, two decks. I mean, Esper Pixie, pretty well known. I think everyone knows how this deck works. You're going to try to play little dudes that, or little cost permanents with little cost dudes that return these really hyper efficient, hyper value, little cost things back to your hand.
It was definitely thought of as being not as good without Hopeless Nightmare, but we'll see if it still can keep up with just every other deck in the format right now.
I agree. I think the Storm Chaser's talent is really good, but Matt here with a Deep Cavern Bat, going to take a peek at what Jacob's got in hand. We got a Pixie Kaido Siren Storm Tamer, or Siren, whatever it is, and 3 lands.
I got that deck.
I got
Spyglass Siren, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
So if you were Matt, what would you take here? I think Pixie's.
Yeah, Pixie's really good here. I also respect taking the Kaido.
Yeah.
The problem is, yeah.
Just take the Kaido. Yeah, Pixie just gives you a lot of value also because he's going to bounce the Storm Chasers, put it back down, and then he has 2 otters and a Pixie you have to deal with.
Yep. Both these. Thank you, Jacob, for sliding those cards over. We are 2 very different areas of this playmat right now. Jake, we're gonna go Verge. Gonna play out the Pixie, pick up the Storm Chasers.
Put a counter on
Put a
it.
counter on the Pixie, replay the Storm Chasers, trigger prowess on the Otter, and we're going to crack in for 2.
So this is the kind of start that Jacob wants to see. You would love to see Storm Chasers into a Pixie, into Storm Chasers again. It just gives you so much value, like you've mentioned, and now Matt is kind of on the back for it. And so now he has 3 permanents he's got to deal with.
Yep.
And Orzhov, pretty.
So it
pretty
can.
Select.
We'll see if he's playing any pest infestations in the main.
We do have the deck list here, so it might take us a second to go looking through them because we don't know their exact.
Does not look like Matt's got a bunch of seam rips, which is really good. But I don't see any. What do you call it? Pest controls. So that could be a little rough. Sephiroth really cool here.
I mean, you could just also make a big blocker, and that's a good way to deal with all the small tokens that he has.
Good morning, Camus.
Good morning, how you
doing? Good morning, Raptimus.
How you guys doing this morning?
Yeah, we gotta thank you for tuning into us and not the energy that's also going on. I really appreciate it. We're competing against a pretty large event going on, but you know what? Hey, we got the cool stuff going on today too.
And we're
your friends play, not just big names.
So he shocks in the Water Glaive, and it looks like
a signed Water Grave.
We'll see. Maybe he has another Kaido. Could swing out. Great.
Yeah. Could have a Kaido. The problem with the Pixie lists is now that they can just rip apart your hand. If you just kind of play through their onslaught of random stuff, then you can work out a game plan rather than
place the Siren. Creates a map token. It's just a lot of tokens in this deck.
I think this is a pretty interesting RCQ to play as I don't know how much VV there is in the room, but it is a very expensive deck that people may have not been wanting to invest in.
Yeah. Especially since they have announced that there's probably won't be a ban this RCQ season, so VV is not going to get hit, so the prices are probably going to go up even more, just because people may have been scared to buy into it because no one.
It is a expensive deck.
Yeah. And so I think if you want to play VV, now might be the chance to buy because I can only see the price potentially going up from here.
Looks like that Sephiroth did a pretty good job at gumming up the board. Jacob wasn't able to get in that much for a good attack. The Pixie only getting in for 2 because Jacob's obviously not going to block with the bat until he absolutely has to. But we'll see what Matt blocking with the bat. But we'll see what Matt has going on and what he plans on doing. I'm take a look at his list. Looks like the main threats in Matt's deck are going to be Elspeth, Stormslayer, really good top-end Planeswalker.
Very good.
So he got some Enduring Innocence. It looks like he's on the Carrot Cake plan, so going to be drawing some cards off tokens. He's got some Voice of Victories, Preacher of the Schisms, Sephiroths. just honestly pretty generic Orzhov good stuff deck, which there is a lot of Orzhov good cards in the format.
It is one of the more popular color combinations.
I'm going to pull up Sephiroth for everyone to see it. I don't know if our Scryfall works this morning. Take a peek.
Does not appear to be looking.
Nope. Well, Scryfall's broken right now, so. But I think we all kind of know what Sephiroth is doing. There's not a ton of new cards to see him a lot of play. This is a new one. Seam Rip just enters, exiles a non-land permanent with CMC 2 or less.
It's a good answer to the tokens.
Yeah, I really like Seam Rip. I think the one thing the format really, really lacks right now is low cost removal. Like there's no fatal push, and we lost a lot of the cheap cut down. We lost a lot of good cheap removal when the format rotated. So Seam Rip is a welcome inclusion, I think.
Yep. But I think Jacob's okay with that. Like you're trading a card for a token,
Yep.
which
be my guess.
he's
Bounce.
gotten a lot of value for it. But I also missed what happened to his Pixie. It got bounced.
I think it got maybe removed.
Okay.
Looks like Matt has a card over in the graveyard. I didn't see what it was.
Okay. It looks like Jacob does have another Pixie in hand.
Gonna probably bounce. I don't know what you really want to bounce here. Sephiroth's gonna attack. He's gonna sacrifice the fish made by the fountain port. Gonna have Jacob lose the life and draw a card.
Yeah, so Matt is just kind of trying to get card advantage going.
Ooh, there's a split up for Matt.
It looks like Jacob's kind of flooding out. He has 3 lands in hand plus a Pixie.
2 lands. Oh yeah, 3. He's got the revealed Orzhov land.
Yeah, and Matt has a really good draw engine with the Fountain Port and the Sephiroth. You make a token every turn, you sacrifice it, and then also you're still just hitting for 3 every turn.
I think Esper's a really good mana base to be on right now. Esper, so I've played a little bit of Esper, I've played a lot of Mardu, and if you're gonna try to play 3 colors in this format, you kind of have to be in a color combination that includes both Verges and Shocks.
Yeah.
There's a nowhere to run. That's really good. Can take off the Sephiroth. Surprise
Really
doesn't go for the bat, but we can pick it up, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. I was about to say that.
Nowhere to run.
Yep.
And now we're going to start seeing what this Pixie list does, where once you get one good permanent, you can reoccur and revalue that a bunch. Otter's going to swing in. Otter got a prowess trigger because of the where to run. Matt's going to take it down to 15.
Yeah, I feel like not blocking with the bat is a good move. You don't ever want to give up that Kaido.
No.
Once he gets that Kaido back, it's going to be really hard for Matt to come back from that.
Going into this format, I was a believer in the fact that Kaido was one of the best cards in the format, and I don't think I'm wrong still. I think the problem is Vivi is so oppressive that it's hard to consider playing anything else.
Yeah. I do think Kaido is a really good Magic card. I played in other formats, and it's, yeah, like you said, it's just a powerhouse. Once it hits, you get so much value, and you can also just stop them from doing what they're trying to do as well.
Kaido's also, I think Kaido's 2025's Gideon, or 2024's Gideon Allies in a car. I think both those cards are pretty close. They're both 4 mana planeswalkers. Both are creatures. Gideon buffs things with his minus. Kaido buffs ninjas, which is probably not really. I mean, neither creature really cared about the types they were involved with.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how many ninjas are you going to play really? And then how many. The Gideon tokens weren't even like humans, they were just allies.
Yeah, and another great thing about Kaido is if you ninjutsu, it's just, you can't counter it.
Oh, it's insane.
And there's
a Preacher.
Another great value card.
There's a Sephiroth.
There's a Sephiroth again.
Just going to pass. But this Sephiroth, not long for the world, and the Preacher's not going to block profitably because of the nowhere to run. We'll see, though, if Jacob wants to kill the bat before combat, and then he can get in with the Pixie. Matt's got no flyers. Bounce my Pixie or my Siren and Kaido in.
So that's not a bad play. I do like that play, but it is also kind of a risky play because
it leaves Kaido very open.
It leaves it open, and Schism and Sephiroth are must removes, and he is going to go ahead and remove the bat.
There goes the bat. Goodbye, Mr. Bat. Then he picks up the Kaido. Do we swing?
I feel like you should at least swing with
the
Siren,
flyers,
like you said. Yeah, maybe you could leave Pixie back, but Siren.
I think you want to swing with Pixie too, because if you pick up the Pixie, you're going to pick up that nowhere to run again.
That is true. That's just more value that you're adding onto it.
Man, how good would a nowhere or a pest control be here? I don't think you do it. I don't think that's a hard card to play in the main. Jacob does have a split up, which isn't great, but he can go to combat next turn, swing in post combat,
And
destroy all untapped creatures.
he does go ahead and
Just
tap
tap the
down
Kaido
Schism.
go. Yeah.
I was going to say with split up with Schism having vigilance, you can't really, or it has death touch, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a 2/4 death toucher.
Yeah, I always think it has vigilance, but it's definitely is death touch.
Matt drew, I think, another bet. There's a split up, and then the card that's in the little shadow area we can't quite see.
I think Kaido is also a planeswalker now, so the split up will not, unfortunately, hit the Kaido.
No, but you could. I mean, if you want to, the problem is you can't split up here profitably.
It's like the only thing you can really get rid of is the token. He could do it, kill the token, and then swing and kill Kaido though.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that you would have to kill your own Sephiroth because it's untapped creatures.
That is true. You're right.
We're just gonna sack. We're gonna sack the fish, draw from Sephiroth.
There's the block.
I don't think we drew from Sephiroth.
There it is.
You should have done that. I think that should have happened before blocks in case Matt drew a get lost or something. Then he could have killed the Kaido.
True.
But that's okay. Players are allowed to make mistakes. We do not interfere if the only reason we will interfere if something is obviously wrong or we suspect a player of cheating. Not that I think either one of these two Impact Gaming player staples would ever cheat. I think these both guys are very upstanding, great members of St. Louis Magic community. I like Jacob Matt a lot.
He has 3 lands in hand.
He's got the better board state, and he's got a Kaido that can swing in and draw him a card. This is my favorite standard. See, this is the problem with decks like Vivi is it makes games like this not exist, where both players are chipping away life totals, playing or managing resources, playing the game effectively and efficiently.
It gets rid of the mid-range decks that you love so much.
I mean, this is my quintessential standard. This is my what is going on right now is my favorite standard gameplay. And the reason I think a lot of people really like standard is this. But when you have hyper efficient combo decks that push these type of things out of the format, I hate that. Like, it's not fun.
Matt went ahead and just took all that damage.
He didn't even want to block.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he would have lost his voice, which Voice of Victory is a buco nuts card.
Yeah.
That card's so pushed.
If Matt draws a removal spell and Jacob doesn't play anything, he has 7 damage on board.
Matt's scrying right now. He sees a Celestial Current and Fear of Isolation, or the blue one that the 2/3 flyer that bounces a permanent.
Isolation.
And he's gonna replay the Storm Tamer. He has a Kieran, so Jacob can flash that in and is totally okay. The overlay says, the modern, right? Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that. We'll go ahead and get that fixed right now.
Thank you. Type the word standard in.
There you go. Oh, should go through here.
Boom. We're good.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. So he did play the Kieran and then bounced to nowhere to run.
Hey, thank you, Sir Dies a lot. Really appreciate it.
Subscribed for 3 months.
What a guy. Was playing some Magic with him last night. Must get rid of the ads. I respect it. Twitch ads are brutal.
There's a lot of them.
And they're just unskippable. And
so Jacob went ahead and killed the Sephiroth. Get rid of the value engine.
Yep. Looking really rough on Matt's end. Not saying that Matt's out of it because he still has that split up.
Yeah.
We're going to map onto the Kieran. I guess he couldn't have done everything on Matt's turn because Matt has Voice of Victory. Never mind.
No, Jacob did the smart thing doing it on his turn because of the voice.
Yep.
I know we've all forgotten about it.
Oh, yeah. I have definitely forgotten about Voice before, and you pass on a read, and you're like, oh, no.
It's like, oh, well, I guess I just lose this game.
Yep.
It looks like Matt has, I think 2 lands and then the split up.
Yeah. So Matt can kill, or no, he can't kill
You can put the
Kaido.
Kaido to 1, but he would.
That doesn't do anything. There's really no difference between 1 and 0 and Kaido.
Yeah, and it would just sacrifice his voice, I believe, at that point.
No, the voice wouldn't die, but
Is Kieran a 2-1 or?
it's a 3-2 right now. I guess it would die. Never mind. You were right.
He would trade the Siren off, and then he would lose the voice. When you put Kaido to 1, like you said, that's just not really worth it.
No.
And so he's going to attack. He does still have the Fountain Board. He is going to go ahead and attack.
Make some dudes.
Yeah. And we'll see. I'm assuming they're all going to Kaido. But they definitely could be going to Jacob. Yep, they're all going to Kaido.
Jacob also still has a Fear of Isolation on the top of his deck, so we know what Jacob's drawing next turn. And that is either going to be either killing one of Matt's dudes or is going to be making another Otter. I mean, there's always the benefit also of just like using your Kaido,
And then
bouncing it back, swinging in, ninjutsuing Kaido back in, activating Kaido again.
Yeah.
Like that's a realistic
You'll
thing.
still get the bounce with Pixie.
Yeah.
Oh, he is trading off the Kaido. He's not going to block with the Siren.
Ooh.
I think that's an interesting move.
That's a difficult decision.
Yeah. But Matt did lose his voice.
Yeah, now Matt can use a split up really profitably and just kill all untapped creatures, which is massive right now.
A good 2-for-1 right there. Yep, there
Blow
it
up the
is.
board, goes, ooh, that's good.
So now it's kind of just a Pixie versus Schism right now on the board.
Yep. Play bet. Oh, it doesn't see anything because the good card's on top of the deck.
So many lands being drawn by Jacob. It's always fun when that happens, or like when people thought to use you and you're like, oh hey, here's my lands, and you just take 2 damage for nothing.
Yep. And then your top deck, a really good card. He's just gonna show it because he's probably just gonna play it.
What? Okay, that's interesting.
He's just gonna play it.
Yeah. Goes on and brings the nowhere to run. And if he keeps that in hand, it makes it to where Schism can't really ever attack profitably because you just make it lose all.
Become always 0-1 and doesn't have death touch.
Yeah.
Matt down to 3. But the Preacher still gets the attack trigger, which will make a 1-1, which is
1/1
not
life
huge here.
linker.
Oh, that's huge because Matt just drew a Enduring Innocence.
But he has to deal with both flyers right now.
Yeah, he gets a draw card
He does get
if he plays Enduring Innocence.
yeah, and attacks.
And the bat has lifelink. It's not irrelevant.
That's true.
There's the lamb.
Yep. So she went ahead, swing both. So he is going to get the lifelink. But what happens if Jacob plays the nowhere to run on the bat right now?
Then Matt is sad.
I think
Or
that might
on the
be-
Preacher, because the
Well, if you do it on the bat, he doesn't get the lifelink, and then as long as Matt doesn't draw anything, obviously
Yeah.
it all comes down to the draw. Jacob wins on the crackback.
correct.
But if Matt does draw something important, it'll
So-
be very bad. So it's just kind of one of those. Do you go for it or you just keep? You're still winning right now, so you just
Yeah.
kind of play it
So
a
there's a
little
dude.
safer.
Trigger the Innocence. Oh, draws a land. Matt trying to keep a no-tell of a, dang, I just drew a brick.
So, you think he'll kill the bat or kill the Schism?
I don't know if there's a point in even using it yet because you still have lethal on board. I think
That's true.
there's no point in, I mean, you could play something. There's really no point. Like
Oh,
Jacob,
he just took it all. Take it.
yeah,
all.
he just takes it. There's no like
There's no threat right now.
point. No. Because both those dudes fly. Matt's got 2 lands in hand. Jacob just has to say, I don't think he ever moved spell.
No.
Matt
Another
Jacob's
land for
another
Jacob.
land.
So much lands. There's 4.
2 dudes.
All right, there it is.
There's,
Mac-
wow.
That was a great game 1.
All right. Let's kick it back to the booth.
To the sideboards.
What's up, everybody?
Now you see our lovely faces.
It's the bright early morning here in St. Louis. So
Mhm.
I got Matt's list. He's got 4 Duresses, 4 Sunset Saboteur, 2 Exercise, 3 Ghost Vacuums, 1 The End, and 1 more Seam Rip.
So Jacob has 2 Ghost Vacuums, 2 No More Lies, 2 Annuls, 2 Exercise, 2 Steam Rips, 2 Stock Ups, 2 Duress, 2 of everything, and then 1. I can't read. What is that? Surgical Smite Hospital Room.
Oh, it's probably one of those Dustmorn split cards.
Okay.
I don't know what it does, but
I'm not
we can always
familiar with that one. We can always look it up.
Google that one for us.
Um,
Surgical suite.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So if I was Jacob, I don't really know what I'd bring in on this.
Oh boy, it's okay.
Maybe some.
So it's a 2. It's either a 2-mana room or a 4-mana room. Surgical Suite is when you unlock this door, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then Hospital Room is whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on attacking creatures. So just one of those cards helps you go a little longer.
I do kind of like that card in this matchup. That match went, I don't know, turn like 12 or something like that. So you're going to need those grindy cards more in these type of matchups.
I think I want to see what Sunset Saboteur does.
So yeah, I would bring up probably 2 stock ups and then that surgical suite if I was Jacob.
Sunset Saboteur is the 2-mana 4/1 Menace Ward, discard a card, and whenever it attacks, you put a counter on target creature and opponent controls. Not in this matchup. Yeah, this is a anti-control card, and
very good and limited.
Very good. Oh, that card's nuts and limited. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So I think probably gonna bring in the Exercise isn't bad because it kills enchantments, and then the other Seam Rip just deal with small permanents.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think just 2 stock ups in the surgical suite are probably good enough. I could see.
You bring stock up in this? I guess you do. It does go long.
Yeah, like your hand is getting kind of torn up because of the bat, and so you kind of want to just keep it full.
Yep.
And then maybe some more removal. But
not a crazy. I mean, there's good cards in both players' sideboards. Not a insane amount of good things. This is just one of those matchups where it's you could sideboard the entire sideboard, and if your opponent just drew the better half of their deck versus your deck, that's
so you could bring in counter magic, but you can say that to any matchup if you really wanted to. So like you said, you can bring in your whole sideboard, or you can just kind of not make your deck worse.
Yeah. Matt is playing a Dalvoken encampment, and I'm super down for that. That's the white land that gives one of your creatures basically mobilized too. I think that card is really good. I think the Tarkir rare land cycle. I think Dalvoken encampment is really good. I think the Quarry Mountain Monastery is a lot better than people were giving credit for, and I think the black one, Great Erishan City, is incredibly solid. The green one is just cancel Vantress, and then I don't think the blue one's really a standard card. But
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jahendo. Good morning.
And so Jacob looked like he mulled to 6 on that in this round.
Yeah.
And Matt's just starting with a simple.
JK, I only like Kevin. Well, you know what? I hope you have an okay morning now.
I appreciate you. I think you're going to have a great morning now.
Untaps the starting 10. That card. What is starting town going for right now? Let's take a look.
Real quick, Jacob has the perfect start again.
Does he? Just play dude, bounce a thing, play thing, bounce a thing.
Yep.
$20. This card's $20, which is nuts.
I have one somewhere.
I'm glad I bought mine for $9.
Yeah, he went the Storm Chasers talent, Pixie, replay talent, swing for 2, have a lot on the board already.
Yeah, Jacob is going off to the races. There's a endurance, which is good because
it's a 2/3, I believe.
It's a 2/1 lifelink.
Okay.
But at least he can block an otter, and if Jacob it's just gonna go to being an enchantment rather than a creature.
Yeah, he'll still get the effect, which is the best part of that card. Draws lots of cards for Matt.
Yeah. And this starting town pulling a lot of weight. I guess Jacob doesn't have an island in hand, but if he doesn't have that starting town is going to pull a lot of weight. That card is incredibly important in Standard right now until I think we get the other half of the missing shocks, which is not going to be until
a while
next year, January, February of next year.
So now Jacob has another Pixie in his hand, so he could do it all over again. It looks like he's thinking like he's going to kill the Enduring.
Nowhere to run.
Yep. Just get some out of the way so he can just attack for free. And
I hope Matt didn't put that in his graveyard.
I think it's off to the side, like an
Okay.
enchantment. Yeah. So now he's going to bounce it back. Makes it 6 on turn 3.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
Jacob really needs, or Matt really needs to split up here.
Yeah. Split up would be pretty rough for Jacob. Just be an easy 3-for-1.
Oh,
Tap
oh,
3.
oh, here. Oh, it's a preacher. I think it's a preacher. Oh no.
Preacher at least
Draws a
kind of
card.
stops the board from attacking. Like
Yeah.
now Jacob's back to only swinging with his flyers. But that being said, he has 2 of them for 4 damage every turn.
Hey, morning, Johnny.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Shocks.
Oh, he's got a Kieran.
Which Jacob can do everything at instant speed here too,
Yeah.
which is huge.
What's the card behind the front card? No. I can't quite tell
I
what
think
it
it's
is.
a Bleachbone Verge.
Oh, he is going to swing with everything.
Oh,
He's
there
just
goes
putting
the-
the pressure down.
There's no point not to. You have such a profitable attack here.
Especially with the nowhere to run. Make it to where
Yeah.
the Schism has no power. And it gives your people prowess.
Yep.
So Matt went ahead and said,
Oh no, that's the sorry, it's not a land. That is the Zenith Comigrand or whatever it is. The 3 mana. When you play second spell, you get either 2 dudes or a counter on your entire team. The card is that Cosmic Grand Zenith is that's the card's pushing that deck into being really powerful.
Gotcha. And so Matt went ahead and just took it all. He knows that the nowhere runs there. And if Matt doesn't draw a split up here soon, it's going to be over quite quickly. He's already down to 6.
Oh, there's a split
there
up.
it
That's
is.
huge.
That is,
So Jacob has a choice here of
he could save one of his pixies.
he can save a Pixie.
And I think he's going to do that.
I mean, Kieran, yeah, save a Pixie, bounce it back to my hand.
Which I think that's a really good. So pretty much all that really happened is you killed
Yep.
the pixie and 2 tokens. So
Well, this also means now that Matt can't attack with Preacher
True.
because
The nowhere to run trick.
yeah, that's huge. Wow, this is quintessential Standard. This is so good. This is the
what you
back and
live
forth
for.
we live for. We mid-range fans. I love this Magic. This is
Matt's thinking hard about what to do here. I don't think he was expecting that. He is still going to swing. He'll get the trigger of the 1/1 lifelink and draw.
Yep.
Which still really good.
there's a dude. Now Jacob has a choice here. Do I block with my Kieran and waste this nowhere to run and hope that
No,
Matt doesn't have a follow-up,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad idea.
I think he's safe to doing this because Matt only
Yeah.
has 2 mana, and a lot of his good creatures are 3 mana.
Oh, we're
he's
just
going to
jumping.
stack. Okay.
Could do an end step still. It doesn't really matter.
He does do it at insta, but I feel like
Yep.
you just
I mean, you could have saved your Kieran there.
yeah, I feel like you just lost it for no reason.
Yeah.
And now, 3 mana.
Right. Well, we got 3.
There it is.
There's Cosmic Grand Zenith. And the 1 mana, play the Pixie, pick up one of my things, gonna make 2 dudes, or 2 dudes are put. I mean, I don't think I want counters on this, but that's Cosmic Grand Zenith is showing how powerful it is.
Oh, we
this
need
up.
to give Jacob a win.
Oh.
This is game 2. Jacob got game 1. Thank you for letting us know. And Johnny, you are right. It does play around removal. It is a lot safer. Oh no, that's not it. We're still in round 1.
Oh,
We need the dots.
the dots. Forgot the dots.
There we go.
There's a dot. Sorry.
So he did play the card you were talking about. I already forgot the name of it exactly. The Cosmic Grand Zenith. And then Pixied back up to nowhere to run. So he has that again. And then he also just has a massive board again.
Yeah, and now he's threatening not quite lethal. He's threatening close to lethal. Matt has an Elspeth in hand, but not a whole lot else. One thing about Matt's deck that
I think that Elspeth, if he just slams it here, comes up the board a little more, and I think it'll be safe.
yeah, I think you really need you need either another split up, which you could draw if you play the Elspeth, make the dudes, and then
Draw.
draw up the Enduring Innocence, which isn't the end of the world, but I also Matt has another Voice of Victory, which does draw a card. I think Matt's got this really weird little choice to make of, do I want to play a thing to draw a split up, knowing that the thing I play probably dies?
How many split ups does he have in his deck? Because he's already played one. He's playing Sephiroth.
3 total, because I'm sure he brought one in.
He sacrificed his token, gained a life. And then there's the voice that you were talking about.
Once a turn, but the other draw was
Okay, so just kind of clearing it up. He was drawing twice. The first one was from Sephiroth, and the second one was from
Sephiroth doesn't trigger the Enduring Innocence.
Exactly.
So we're going to pass.
Yep. So just kind of clearing that up.
But now Jacob can double spell and buff the team, which I think he drew a Shoot the Sheriff, which is really, really rough.
So yeah, if he does double spell, make that Pixie a 3/3. Buff all of them, but I think Pixie's kind of the key card right here, having flying right now.
Yep, that is a Shoot the Sheriff. So he's got 2 removal spells in hand, which is I think this just wins the game here.
Oh yeah, if he has 2 of them, yeah, kill one,
run,
kill the other.
by Sephiroth, and then the Voice of Victory is a Human Soldier,
which
is not an outlaw. Trigger, buff my team 4. There's the fist bump, and dang, we have Jacob.
That also means like it didn't matter what Matt did on his turn. If he would have played Elspeth, it still wouldn't have worked out for him.
Yeah,
Jacob.
Big rough.
Yeah. That was really well played by Jacob. There was a few moments where it could have gone either way. And he really
the face on card was a Kaido too. Yeah, it's the problem with Pixie is if you're also planning to go the long game against them, they play just as well with all the permanents they're going to keep getting back. The Storm Chasers talent's really, really good. Deck's powerful, but I mean, this is like the cool back and forth standard event or standard Magic that we want. We have. Let's see how much time we got left in the round.
We should have plenty of time
there
still.
Should be one that says overhead.
That's a good question. There it is. Feature match overhead cam.
We got 18 minutes. We might go see if we can't grab Jacob.
You keep talking. I'll go see if I can grab.
We're gonna end the video.
You got it.
We're going to go grab Jacob, see if we can do a deck tech. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked anything you saw here today, you can pick them up at impactgamingcenter.gg. If you liked any of the, if you're watching live on Twitch, hey, you're awesome. Don't go anywhere because we're going to have an interview with Jacob hopefully here in a second to talk about a little bit about Esper Pixie. And then if you're watching on YouTube, hey, you're just as awesome. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and post in comments. What are you playing in Standard right now? But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back really quick.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Alex and Lincoln.
What is up, everyone? Happy to have you with us.
We are back at it like a Craftmatic. We got Vasilios on Boros Energy against Chris on Gruul Eldrazi. Both players are 3-0. This is our championship match. Thank you all so much for joining us. We've got the finals of this tournament. 36 players in total. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to like and follow if you're watching on Twitch. Consider subscribing. Give us some of those Bezos bucks. It would mean the world to us. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon. And if you're watching both places, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. We're off to the races already, and these boys are already